Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jyoti and today I have a very special recipe for you. Today I am gonna bake a cake for my dad's birthday. Now my dad is a diabetic patient, so that means he cannot eat sugar. So I'm baking a cake today with a sugar free. Yes, that's right. I'm going to bake a cake with stevia. So I was actually a little skeptical to bake a cake with stevia because I personally do not like the taste of stevia, and I always thought that the way a sugar gives a taste, a flavor to a cake, that cannot be done with stevia. So I was a little hesitant, but then I tried a little cupcake with stevia, and to my surprise it came out really well. So I decided today that I'll bake a cake for my dad, who's turning 65 years old today. So I'm going to bake a cake for him with sugar free, so he can also enjoy his dessert with all of us, and we can all celebrate his birthday together. So come on, let's join me. We are going to make a sugar free cake.
Before we begin, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more recipes. So first let's see what are the ingredients that we will be requiring for this particular recipe. So first of all, you will need 1 cup of semolina or suji or rava. Then you will need 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. Make sure you sift your flours before using it so that there won't be any lump in the batter. Next you will need 1 cup of yogurt, 1/4 cup of milk, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, cardamom powder, a pinch of saffron, clarified butter. Clarified butter will be 1/4 cup again. I'm using stevia here, so I am taking 1/4 cup. If you are using granulated white sugar, make sure you use half cup of granulated sugar. You'll take salt as per taste, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to decorate my cake with strawberries and blueberries. So yes, I have a cup of each. So our ingredients are ready. Now we are going into the process. So take a mixing bowl, take your measuring cups. In a mixing bowl, add semolina, your wheat flour, granulated not sugar. If you are using sugar, add sugar. I am using stevia, so I am going to add stevia. Add salt, add your all the dry ingredients and make sure you mix it well. Now since we are using semolina, so semolina has this property of taking lots of water. So in this particular cake, what we are going to do is we are going to soak this batter for at least 15 to 20 minutes. What this will do is make our batter very hydrated, and so the end product will be a very soft and spongy cake and not a hard cake, which is normally a tendency if you do not soak the semolina in semolina batter. So yes, what I'm going to do is I have mixed all my dry ingredient, gently mix them properly, and then take yogurt, milk, and your vanilla essence, and put that into the batter. One thing to be sure is that you do not add your baking powder and baking soda in your dry ingredients at this stage. Why? Because we are going to soak the batter for 20 minutes. So if you add baking soda and baking powder early on at this stage, what will happen is the effect will not be a spongy cake. Your cake will not rise properly. So you soak your batter. At the end, when you are about to pour the batter in your cake tin, that is the time when you will add your baking powder and baking soda to give that rise to your cake. Yes, so we have soaked everything. This is also the point where you will add your saffron, your cardamom powder and everything. Yeah, so we are going to keep it for 20 minutes. Make sure your batter is not too hard, it is not too liquidy either. So what you have to do is you have to add the milk slowly. Keep on doing, gently cut and fold your batter in one direction until it is combined well. And then when there's no lump, it is soft, it is not very thick but it is not very flowy as well. It should be somewhere in between, so like your dosa batter, like that. So now you keep it. So when your batter is getting soaked, that is also the point where you do, line your 8-inch round baking tin with parchment paper, brush it with oil or ghee and preheat your oven for 10 minutes at 180 degree. So while we are waiting for our batter to get ready and our oven to get heated, let us see. So let's talk about stevia. So stevia is a sugar substitute made from the leaves of stevia plant. It's about 100 to 300 times sweeter than your table sugar, but it has no carbohydrate, it has no calories, no artificial ingredients. But the thing is, not everyone likes it. The taste is little different. Some people find it bitter, but others think the stevia tastes like methanol. So I would suggest that you better, taste the stevia before you use it for baking, because there are different forms of stevia which comes. There is the liquid version and there is also our powdered one. When I tried the liquid version, I personally didn't like the taste, so I am using the powdered one, which is still much better for my taste buds. I prefer the powdered version. So I would suggest, before you use stevia in your baking, make sure you taste it. So yes, we are ready with the batter now. So pour it in your tin and let's transfer it in the oven for baking. For while we are transferring our ingredients and while we put it in the oven, let me tell you about the ganache that I am making. I have used a very simple ganache of butter, chocolate powder. So I have taken 1/4 cup of chocolate powder. I have taken 1/4 cup of butter, and I am taking 1/4 cup of 1/4 cup of stevia to make my ganache. So I'll just heat the butter, mix everything properly, and then taste this. If it is a little bitter, I will add a little more of stevia. So that's it. That is my ganache. It is easy and simple. If you want, you can make lemon glaze. You can combine caster sugar, lemon juices, and set it aside. Once the cake is baked, let it sit on the cake tin for 5 minutes and then transfer it on the cooling rack, and then let it stay there for at least 15 minutes so the temperature is completely normal. Your cake is completely cool. Make sure you do not put your ganache on the hot cake. Let it cool completely. So once your cake is cool completely, put your glaze or your ganache, whatever your choice is, on the cake. I just forgot to tell you that you have to bake it for 35 minutes. Just do the needle test before you take it out and see if the needle is coming clean, then your cake is baked. If it is still some sticky material is coming on the cake, that means you have to still you have to bake it little more. So you just increase the time by 5 minutes. So normally 35 to 40 minutes is what this cake takes for baking. So I have covered my cake in the chocolate glaze, chocolate ganache, and then I am adding lots of fruits, because since I told you I'm making this cake for my dad, and he loves fruit, and since I'm not using any other sugar, this cake is not very sweet. I thought of using some natural sugar from the fruit, so I'm adding lots of fruits. I've added strawberries, I've added some nuts, I've added blueberry. Yeah, so this cake is ready to dig in. Before you try making your own cake, let me tell you a few tips that you should keep in mind when you are making this cake. Number one, always measure your ingredients. I have put down measuring in cups. If you want, you can convert that into your kitchen scale and measure them in grams. all the ingredients that you are taking should be at room temperature. Do not take anything from the fridge and directly use it. It will not give you the better result. Do not whisk cake batter for long after adding the flour. Once all the ingredients are combined well and your batter is ready, that is the time you should keep it aside. Do not over mix it. Over mixing is not good for this cake. Do not over mix it. Yeah, so you guys do try this recipe and let me know how was your experience about it, what you liked, what went wrong. Do you want me to add some more tips into it? Do you want me to be a little more elaborative about it? Let me know how you felt about it. Did you enjoy the cake? How was the taste? Yeah, bye bye. So see you next time with some other new recipes. Bye bye. But before going, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such recipes. Bye.